All right, so my hubby's stirring it for me. I just can't get this to stir as well. As you can see, it's getting better. He's getting it more creamy because I did get the air bubble out of the bottom. Thought that would help a lot, but you know, those are so hard to stir.
Well, what they suggest is storing it upside down.
Well, we will.
But you have to rotate them. So helpful hint for you out there. If you have more than one jar of natural peanut butter or almond butter or whatever it is that you have to mix, if you rotate it, you know, flip it upside down on its top, then a couple weeks later put it back on its bottom, that supposedly will help keep from having to do this. We've been too busy to go rotate our stock.
I was gonna say, we have 2 more of these out there. Should I go flip them?
Let's go flip them back over.
Okay.
I try to do it when I'm out there and see them and remember.
Yeah, we have a lot more of this than I thought we did. You know what I mean?
This is still very liquidy.
Well, sometimes we have to pour sometimes we gotta pour some of that oil out, so. I don't have anything stiffer than that to use to help stir, you know what I mean?
Well, I think I've got all of the
lumpies out and stuff from the bottom. It's a pain sometimes, but yeah, that's what you have to do if anybody was ever wondering how to stir yours.
Now I used the flat part of the knife and I went through the lumps like this. It's hard, but you can wiggle it back and forth if you have to like this until I smash the lumps.
Okay.
And squish them. You know, you can try to cut it into pieces and then smash like I was.
See how much creamier that looks now?
I can actually stir it.
Yeah, look at that. That's awesome. That's a lot better than what I was getting. But cool. Okay. Good stuff. Look at that. Much better. It'll get better every time we use it. Cool beans. Well, that's how you stir your nut butter. All right. Have the day you deserve. All right. So this is Ray again. I'm meal prepping another one of our yummies to go with our meals. So here, I'll show you. Again, Fitman Cooks. This is, I suck at this part, sorry guys. Is a chocolate almond banana ice cream. So what this is almond milk. It's 10 ounces of a banana. And usually when you peel the skin off the banana, that's what you get when you have an average size banana. And I use mine frozen. A 1/3 cup of cacao powder or dark chocolate powder. I have the cacao powder. It's here. Totally unsweetened cacao. And buying it that way, by the way, is cheaper. It's by the pound. And then we have 3 tablespoons of almond butter. Ta-da, there's the almond butter. And I don't have any gluten-free ice cream cones, but no big deal. So this is what we make. A lot of times for our desserts and stuff, this is how we do it because you do it ahead of time, and I can even take this to work. It's fantastic. Our little goat farm will get the cheesecakes from them as well, and they're in quarter cup. They're in quarter cup measurements, which is the perfect. I was told by my coach before I had to let her go because I can't afford her right now. Those were perfect. That was perfect. So let's do this. All right, so we have, I don't have almond milk right now, so I'm gonna use my goat milk. We need a 1/4 cup, it says. 1/4 cup. All right. Quarter cup. Sometimes you have to add more. It totally depends on how they're doing their stuff. I have my banana. And now I have to chop my banana because it's frozen. But yeah, there's my banana. So let's do that real quick before we get to the rest of it here. Actually, let me get the bigger knife. My trusty knife. This is also how we store our bananas, so they don't go bad. And no, you don't eat the skin, you peel it off. Okay. And you just peel it off. So normally after this size banana, this is approximately 10 ounces. We don't sweat a couple of ounces because it still comes out the same. Like I said, you just peel this off. Plop it in here. And that's how we do this. Yes, this is a great dessert. Usually when the kids are here, we'll make it because they like to make things and do things when all the grandkids are here. And then we'll do the fat dough pizza. That's another video. But the kids like to do it. All right, all done. So we're gonna take get rid of this. Back at it. All right, we put our banana in there. Ah, that's so funny. So then we need 3 tablespoons of almond butter. I do flatten measure. I measure them. I don't do heaping because sometimes that messes up the recipe. Make it level. You scrape it all out because it all counts, and when you're doing your numbers, you keep them up with your numbers and your macros. And 3. So I have to get back at this. My body has gave me a stern warning that I have not been doing my macro counting, and I have not been very consistent at all with my stretching and my exercising and all of that, and I have to get back on track. My body gave me a stern warning after this road trip, so it's necessary that I do this. All right, and now a 1/3 cup of the powder. Wish you could smell it, but here, see, here's what it looks like. I get it from Z Naturals. It's a local Florida company. And there it is. It smells amazing. 1/3 cup. Again, make it level. I do. All right. Let's close that bad boy up. Is that it? We don't put anything else? Nope. Now, this is supposed to make 2 servings, he says, in his in this. So let's see what it does. All right. I think we'll have to put more liquid, but you know. Alright, so that was a 1-minute blend on the Ninja. Let me raise that up. I didn't realize it was so low. There we go. That was a 1 minute on the with the Ninja blender. Right. Let's see what we get. Here it is. Pretty good. Let's taste. Not bad. Banana. It's got lots of banana flavor. All right. So pour a 1/4 of it in this one. And we'll pour the other 1/4 in this one. Man, make sure you scrape it up because this is so yummy. I wish you could smell it too. Wow, what a nice. Let's see, scrape. Gotta do some scraping. As you see, it's not very hard, doesn't take very long to mix it. And we put it in the freezer for until we eat dinner, which is actually here in about 45 minutes. It'll sit in there that long to congeal. I gotta get the boys. I gotta go get our walk in. But yes, and then there you have it. So now we have 2 servings. I'll put them in the fridge. I wish you could smell these. It's amazing. I'll put them in the freezer, actually, not the fridge, so they'll get to ice cream consistency. All right, and we'll be back when they are ready.
You want me to just
All right, so we're making multiples. This is a double batch of our almond butter ice cream, and we're making it so we can have some to have every night of this week. Because when you look at the carb count on this, the carbs and calories for me, this is going to be super helpful. It's 300 calories. It's 41 carbs for one serving. The fats are 15, sugars are 21, and you got a 7 for protein. This will probably be helpful, like the Cheerios are, to get my carbs up, because I think that my grams for the day is 163. I barely make 100, so that's what we're looking at. And this is quality calories and quality carbs and protein and fats. And the hub, this will help him with his calorie count, because his calorie burn is way higher than mine. And yeah, trying to make his is some days is almost just as hard as making my little versus his. It's crazy. His is double of mine. It's insane. But because he has a higher metabolism burn. But that's why we do these, try it, and we're sharing it to show you. It's a great treat if you're looking for less sugar. And that sugar is probably coming from the banana. Only thing in here that was so sugary is the bananas. And he rolled his and nuts. We won't do that. We're not fans of the rolled nuts like that. I mean, you know. But, yep. And we're having no cone. And that's without the cone, I believe. If you read his thing. Nope, that's actually with the cone. So we will have to take that carb out. So we will have to remove that. Scoop it and enjoy. If desired, eat on a cone, gluten-free off cone. Dipped mine in melted dark chocolate and almonds before adding the ice cream. Now we're good. Won't do all that part. But yeah, that's everything. It doesn't say he added the cone in. But anyway, that is that. All right, so here's our almond butter banana ice cream we made. See? And then you put a little bit of whip on it. The whip we use is really good. It's the True Whip. It's keto. I think this one's also dairy-free, and we give it to the kids as a treat. But yep, the sink there. Let me move this over here so you can see. There's the texture. Gotta focus. There it is. See, just like ice cream. Tastes like ice cream. Let's go look at the sky. And here it is. See, I just showed it to you. It was really good. We did good, babe.
All right.
Chocolatey, banana-y, it's perfect. And like I said, you put a little bit of your whip on it. Just enough to give it a little bit of, a little more textured flavor. Mm-hmm. Pretty good. Yeah. Hold on, Cole. There. All right. Oops, wrong way. Whoop, wrong way. Come on, camera. There you go.
Here you go.
Good job, bud. He just took his smash pill.
Wash it down with that.
Have some whip. Was that cold? Yeah, baby. You want some too? Okay, hold on. No color, no dyes on this one. Oh, excuse you.
Wow.
Ta-da! There we go. Here it comes. You leaning in?
They're getting the look.
guys know the look we get.
Well, how is it? Hi. Yes, he has a dirty face and he has a bruise on his nose. We're not sure what he fell on, but you know, what are you gonna do? He fell on one of his toys. Ooh, it's cold, bud. He's not a fan of cold. Ooh. Ooh. Hi. Here, Coco. All right. And tell them. Say, and have the day you deserve. Bye.